I would like to warmly welcome you to the very interesting, exciting, and also challenging world of stock market trading, and specifically to my company, Sure Trading, and to our brokers, Velocity Trade. Now, I started our company, Sure Trading, in 2002 after having founded and run a private school in a small Eastern Cape town by the name of Berkeley East. Now, when my children, and now my two children were in our school, when my children reached senior school level, our school had not fully developed into a senior school, and so instead of sending my children to boarding school, we decided to move to East London. And I was approached in East London when we arrived there. I was approached to start another school in East London, but decided against it, and so was at that stage on the lookout for an income. I was approached by an acquaintance one day, and he asked me this question. He said, "You've always been teaching people different things throughout your life. Why don't you teach people how to trade on the stock exchange?" And my initial reaction was, well, I know nothing about the stock exchange, but I needed an income. So I decided to take up the challenge of learning how it works, and obviously my focus was to then learn how it works and to be able to be in a position to teach others. And I had mentors, I had people that would help me to do so. But what we are at Sure Trading is we are educators. And I say we are educators with purpose. We want to be in a position to put everything that you need to succeed in the markets in place for you. And our purpose is to help you to progress from a place of very little understanding, possibly. You might know something about trading, but our purpose is to take you step by step from a place where you have a little understanding about the markets to a place where you have developed all the skills necessary for you to consistently profit from the markets for the rest of your life. And so that's our first purpose. We are educators. Now, what we've done over the years, what we've tried to do is create a community of traders who all communicate with each other so that you never have to feel alone. Online trading can be a very lonely place if you don't have a support structure around you in place to be able to answer your questions and all of that, especially as a beginner. So that's what we've tried to do, is create this community of traders. And now this would include then online trading meetings. Now we have online trading meetings on a weekly basis. On Monday evenings, this is something that we've done for many years, about 10 years now that we have done this. Every single Monday evening we train our beginners for an hour. We use a facility called GoToMeeting, which is very similar to Skype. And in these meetings, I share my screen and I go through training for an hour with my beginners. And then the second hour on that Monday evening, we have our more experienced traders coming on and discussing the markets, discussing strategies, and we sometimes also have guest speakers in our chatting sessions. And then we also have online trading live trading sessions. We have two of these meetings a week where we trade the Aussie on a Tuesday morning, and this is a live session with my clients on a Tuesday morning. And then also on a Wednesday afternoon we trade the opening of the US market, which opens at about 3:30 our time. And all of our sessions are recorded for those who can't attend during working hours, so that they can also benefit from the meetings. And then what we also have is we have a WhatsApp group. Now this is a very important part of what we are offering our clients, is a WhatsApp group where and it's a very popular part of what we offer, and this is where our traders are communicating with each other, exchanging trading ideas, interesting information helpful to their trading. And then the last thing is we have I have personal online mentorship sessions with my clients, and these will be by appointment. should the individual trader wish me to help them personally on a one-to-one basis. This is where I would spend an hour with you personally to help you with your trading or help you on your trading journey. So that's what we offer. But once you have learned how to trade, of course, then you have to actually place your trades on the market. You have to put your money on the market. And to do that, you need a trading account with a registered broker. And this would be either a discretionary account or a non-discretionary account. Now, there are different types of brokers. You've got the discretionary broker. Now, this is where the broker actually is given the mandate from you to make trading decisions with your money. In other words, you would go to a discretionary broker and you would ask your discretionary broker to use their own discretion with your money. And so therefore you have no control over your money and they make decisions with your money. Now, a lot of people like to do that because they feel they don't know anything about the market. But then if you know something about the market, you would not use a discretionary broker, but you would use a non-discretionary broker. And Velocity Trade is what we call a non-discretionary broker. They are just as registered with the Financial Services Board as the discretionary broker is, but they provide a platform called the Pro Trader platform, where you actually would place your trades yourself. And this is where we at Sure Trading come into the picture. We are the ones that educate you on how to set up, how to operate your trading platform. Now, Velocity Trade are they provide the Pro Trader SA platform. Now, Velocity Trade are an international company, partly owned by Macquarie Bank from Australia and the Bank of Montreal in Canada. They opened their South African offering approximately 8 years ago. And it was at that stage when they were new here in South Africa that they contacted me and they invited me to use their Cape Town premises to meet with and to train my clients. So I've worked very closely with Velocity Trade over the years and can vouch for their authenticity and their place in the market. So we use non-discretionary brokers because we teach people how to trade. We use non-discretionary brokers, which is Velocity Trade, and we educate you to use their platform. Now, what are they offering as a non-discretionary broker? Well, if you join us, you would open a trading account with Velocity Trade. It would be a Pro Trader account, and there are a number of different types of trading options via the trading platform, via the Pro Trader platform that you can trade. The one is the buying and selling of shares or exchange traded funds. So any shares that you want to actually buy and hold over the long term, exchange traded funds, you can trade them, you can buy them and hold them via the Pro Trader platform. And then they also provide the derivatives market. So first of all, you would equity CFDs. Now that's exactly the same as buying and selling of shares, except you are trading the derivative, contracts for difference, and I will explain that in a video soon. But you can trade equity CFDs both nationally and internationally. So you can trade, for instance, our local market, local companies, but you can also trade internationally, like you can trade Apple shares, you can trade Facebook shares, and so on and so forth internationally from your Pro Trader South African Pro Trader SA platform. And then they also provide the opportunity to trade index CFDs. That's where you can trade the ALSI, the Dow Jones, which is the top 30 companies on the US markets, the S&P 500, we call it the US 500, which is the top 500 companies on the US market. You can trade the index of those, the FTSE, and a lot more. And then you get the commodity CFDs, where via the ProTrader platform you can trade gold, you can trade oil, you can trade silver, corn, and much more. And then lastly is you can trade Forex, where you can trade the currency pairs, euro, US dollar, the British pound against the US dollar against the South African rand, and many, many more. So that in a nutshell is what Velocity Trade offers via their ProTrader platform. Now you can access the ProTrader platform via a Windows application, Windows desktop application, and here are two pictures of them, screenshots of them. You'll notice that the one at the top has just the one chart in front of you. You can also have it done where you've got 4 charts, different time periods in front of you. There's a lot that you can do with the Windows application, Windows desktop application. But you can also, if you have an Apple Mac or any other type of computer that's maybe not using Windows, you can access your ProTrader platform via any web browser. And there is a picture, an example of the ProTrader via the web. And then lastly, you can access your ProTrader platform via your iPhone or your Android device. And that's a screenshot of what mine looks like on my Android device, and obviously the same on the Apple device. So there is a lot of flexibility there as to how and where and from what instrument, or from what computer or iPhone or whatever that you have, that you can access your ProTrader platform. So that's it for now. Thanks very much for listening.